Hey there, PCOS TTC moms, and welcome to the Becoming Moms Method. This is Dr. Tian Pramlab. I'm a mom of one, fertility coach, pharmacist, and someone who's been there in the trenches of PCOS infertility myself. Like the trailer has mentioned, I spent over 2 years trying to conceive with insulin resistance and PCOS. And I know how exhausting it is to feel like you're doing everything right, tracking, testing everything, tweaking your diet and lifestyle, over exercising, yet still wondering when it will finally be your turn. That's why this podcast exists. Here, I want to give you a breakdown of all of my tips and strategies. They're science-backed, realistic strategies to help get your ovulation back, balance your hormones, optimize your egg quality, and help you move closer to meeting your baby. So if you're ready for my expert guidance, real talk, and a little bit of humor along the way, hit that follow button and let's dive in. Yay! First episode of 2025. I know it's a bit late. It's technically February right now, but we just celebrated Lunar New Year last week, so to me, it still feels like I'm kicking off the new year. But anyways, today we're talking about small but powerful changes that can jumpstart your fertility journey. Because let's be real, making big and drastic shifts all at once is super overwhelming. Instead, I want to have a little heart-to-heart about something I personally just went through over the past holiday season. Very, very long holiday season. That's how I felt anyways. So an irregular cycle episode, I should say, happened to me during the holidays. Normally, within this past year, my cycle were about 30-ish, 40-ish days. But this past holiday season, it was almost, I think, about 2 months long. And I will tell you why in a little bit. But the point is, I want to make it apparent that PCOS healing, regulating your hormones, getting your cycle and ovulation back on track is not a straight path. It's more like a winding road with a lot of unexpected detours. But if you've got a good map, aka a system that works for you, aka the Becoming Mom method, you'll always find your way back. And trust me, I know what it's like to feel stuck. When I was trying to conceive, I thought I had to do everything perfectly. I needed to cut out entire food groups, work out like crazy, and still nothing, right? But the real shift happened when I started focusing on small, sustainable changes instead of trying to overhaul everything in an entire night. Okay, so let's dive in. All right, so over the holidays, so I'm talking Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, and now Lunar New Year, right? We got cozy vibes, family time, a lot of amazing food, but also stress, disrupting routine, all the fun holiday snack, the traveling. And for me personally, things would have been okay. I actually had a lot of things planned out for the end of the year that never got executed in my business because of one particular thing, which was the disruption of my baby daycare. So that was basically the start of everything. I not not to be a negative person, but I actually really did enjoy the extra time that I got spending with my daughter. But nobody ever told us when we were becoming mom, we were trying to get pregnant, that being a mom is mentally overwhelming. Not just mom, dads too. The mental capacity that it takes to work full time and being a mom and keep your house clean and take care of yourself, going through your chronic condition and managing everything, that mental capacity is not limited. It's not limitless. You don't just have a extreme amount of energy all the time in order to do everything. So basically, with all of the travel, the late nights, skipping my workout, not being able to fully hydrate because I'm spending more time with my toddlers, giving all of my energy to her, which I'm glad I got to spend time with her, but that doesn't mean my body didn't take a toll physically, emotionally, mentally as well, right? Both things can be true, and with a lot of mom guilt as well. So if you are moms of one or two and you're trying to expand your family and you're feeling all the guilt all the time of trying to take care of yourself so that you can expand your family, I get it. This is where things gets really difficult. Okay, so basically ovulation was delayed. I had just finished my period and ovulation was supposed to happen, but it never did. It was on hold. And my energy was all over the place and I felt it. My body felt it. My skin started breaking out. Actually, you can still see now that my skin is breaking out. My digestion was off. I knew my hormones were struggling. And I didn't even know there was a date that I could get back to the routine. And here are the things, this used to freak me out. I would immediately spiral into what if I messed up everything? What if this means I won't ovulate at all? But this time, I didn't panic. Pardon this quick interruption, but I have something I know you're going to love. If you've been feeling frustrated, lost, or just plain exhausted from trying to figure out how to regulate your cycle, if you have irregular ovulation with PCOS and have to optimize your egg quality on your own, I've got you. I have a free masterclasses called Bun and Oven where I walk you through exactly how to regulate your cycle so you know exactly when you're ovulating, boost your fertility without any crazy restriction or cutting out all of your favorite foods. Take simple, science-backed steps that actually move you closer to meeting your baby. So, who is this masterclass for? So, if you have PCOS or other metabolic syndrome, pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or maybe you're struggling with insulin resistant, then you come to the right place. And if you've been trying to conceive for a while now, or maybe you're just starting out and you don't know exactly what you need to do in order to get pregnant, this free masterclass is also for you. So in this class, we're also going to be talking about how I got pregnant naturally without taking any medication or supplement, even though I'm a pharmacist. And I'll show you how I did that, right? I spent over 2 years trying to conceive, and I'll be able to go in depth a little bit more on the little mistakes I made along the way and what to do instead, and how to avoid what I did, and to help you conceive a lot sooner than I did, right? I don't want you to have to spend 2 years trying to figure this out on your own. If you can take a shortcut, why not? This entire masterclass is about less than an hour long. I also will show you the method that I teach my clients now that help them fall pregnant within 6 months, and one mama even got twins. So we'll go over how I regulate my cycle. It's normally really spaced out. Every 6 months or so, I would have a cycle, maybe once or twice a year. But after learning what I will show you in this masterclass, it was coming every single month right on the dot, every 28 days, which is kind of insane, right? That's is exactly what you'll get in this powerful training. So my proven method that allowed me to regulate my cycle from over 108 days long to a 30 days consistent cycle, and how I improved my insulin resistance by lowering my A1C from 5.7, which is the pre-diabetes range, to 5.4, which is the normal range, in only 6 weeks, and I continue to keep it down even now, 2 years postpartum. And finally, all the common mistakes I made, but once avoided, I was able to fall pregnant naturally without any medication or supplement. And this entire training is completely free, and you can grab it right now at this link, bit.ly/meet my baby. So bit.ly/meet my baby. All right, so let's go back to today's episode. Because I knew what my body needed, I just needed to give it a little bit more effort. But luckily, daycare situation got resolved and baby was back in about 6 weeks. So I was able to get back on my routine. I made some intentional shifts after the holiday chaos settled, right? I focused on my nutrition, movement, hydration, and prioritizing my sleep. So let's break this down a little bit further so you know exactly what to do, right? So food, nutrition, we're back on the whole food, nourishing meals with lots of fiber, protein, healthy fats. Nothing extreme, just real food that my body loves, right? For movement, I start slow. I don't just start running a marathon right away. You don't really need to. Gentle workouts, I really love Pilates or bar. I also love just walking around the neighborhood, or I have my spin bike. I'll just start pedaling, nothing insane or intense, right? That's what I should say, intense. And fertility yoga is something that I started doing again. That felt really good, that helped my body ovulate. And hydration, right? Actually drinking actual water instead of living on decaf coffee or holiday drinks. And then prioritizing sleep. That's not negotiable for this. If you really truly want to help your body regulate their hormones and ovulate again, sleep is something that you cannot skip. And good quality sleep too, right? And I started doing my meditation again. I started journaling again, really help with the stress management and not overloading my schedule, because this was January, right? So sure enough, my body started to regulate again. Things started to moving in the right direction. I started seeing a lot of cervical mucus, which means I'm ovulating. And once that little 5 days window of ovulation was done, 2 weeks later, I started having my period, just right on the dot too. It was really good to see the signs of what I was doing and listening to my body and understanding what my body needs. And once I finally gave my body what it needed, it responded in a way that I was expected, right? So here's the takeaway. What I want you to understand is that PCOS healing journey is not perfect, it's not linear, it's more of an uphill climb, right? It's not about never having setbacks or falling off the wagon. It's about knowing what works for you so that when things get off track, because they will, you don't stay stuck. If you're in a rough patch right now, feeling like your hormones are out of control, just take a minute to breathe. This doesn't mean that you failed. You are not starting over. You already know what your body needs. You need to trust yourself, focus on the basics, and know what balance is always within reach, right? I know how overwhelming this journey can be, but small, consistent steps can add up. Instead of trying to do everything at once, just pick one or two of these changes to focus on this week. And if today's episode was helpful, let me know in the DM on Instagram at TNPermLab. I'd love to hear what resonated with you. And next time, we'll be talking about the biggest myths about PCOS and fertility, so be sure to hit follow so you don't miss it. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Becoming Moms Method. I hope you found it super helpful and useful, that it gave you a little bit more clarity and confidence in your fertility journey. And if today's episode really resonated with you, and if you're nodding, thinking along, yes, this is exactly what I need help with, then I want to invite you to take the next step. Because here's the truth, right? You don't have to keep guessing, keep second guessing, or keep trying random things, hoping something will work, which is what I did for over 2 years. You deserve a plan that actually made for you. So that's exactly why I created your next step, called the Sticky Baby Formula. So you don't have to keep wondering what's missing or if you're doing the right thing. So with Sticky Baby Formula, I take a deep dive into your fertility journey, and I tell you exactly what's working, what's missing, what to do next, right? Think of it as me sitting down with you, breaking it all down, giving you clear, personalized roadmap so that you can stop spinning your wheels and start making real progress towards your baby today. If that sounds like something you need right now, go to this link to get started. So bit.ly again, bit.ly/mystickybaby. Once you fill out this form, I'll personally go over it. I'll look at your information and everything that you submitted from this personalized form, and I'll send you a custom-made video with me recording my screen, sharing all of the tips. I will create a roadmap for you with all of my best recommendations according to what you provided. And you'll get this personalized video in 48 hours. So this is your chance to stop all the guesswork and start taking action with confidence. So if you're ready, head to bit.ly/mystickybaby now, and I can't wait to personally walk through this with you. I'll give you that link again. It's B as in boy, I as in igloo, T as in Tom, L as in Larry, Y as in yellow, /mystickybaby. All right, friend, until next time, take care, stay hopeful, and know that I'm always cheering you on.